Hello, meow meow. It's been a long time. Well, it feels like a long time since I last did a video. My hair has gone pink. Don't know what happened. Just woke up with it like it one day. No, it didn't. Gareth did this for me. I thought it was time for a change, and I wanted some colours. Now it was, oh dear, it was supposed to be a bit of pink in the fringe and a bit of pink on the sides. But when we rinsed it, it kind of, any bit of my hair that was bleached kind of grabbed the pink and thought, I'm having this. So it's a bit pinkier than we thought it was going to be, but it's fine. I love it. And it's fine. It's nice and bright. Nice bright t-shirt as well. So with cats, of course. So what has been going on? What's happened? Not much really, just been really busy. We've got a big fair coming up on Saturday, so I've been busy making lots of stuff and doing lots of painting and crafting. I've been making my own oracle deck, and that's taken, it's the first one I've done, so it's actually taken a lot longer. It always does the first time you do something. So actually designing the cards, I've redesigned them 4 times now, and I'm happy with the final design, so that's good. Then it came to actually producing them, like how do I do it, what's the best way of doing it, and so yeah, it's been a little bit trial and error, but I think I've got that sussed now, and I'm kind of this close to finishing deck. So I shall have one of those for sale. I'm not going to produce like loads and loads of them. I'll probably only produce maybe 2 or 3 decks and then just sell them at the fair, hopefully. But I'm already thinking about the next deck that I can do. So yeah, that's good. Been doing that. Been carrying on with the Manjaro injections. Eating has been a little bit haywire in the last 7 days or so. We've actually ended up eating out stroke takeaway 3 times in a week, which isn't good. But having said that, I don't think I've gone over my calories still for that day. I'm not being really strict about counting calories, but I'm trying to stay between 1200 and 1500. So I don't think I've gone over for that day. And I know that when I have eaten out, like the other day, for example, I had a burger, and it was lovely. I really enjoyed it, but that was all I ate that day because I was so full that I wanted to eat more. Don't get me wrong. You know, when it got to later on, early evening, and I really wanted to have something, but I thought, gosh, no, I'm so full, I can't eat anything else. So that's good because the Manjaro is doing what it's meant to do. Look at my pink hair sticking up because it's a bit breezy. So that's good, but I do need to get, I have eaten healthy food. I haven't had like takeaway and stuff all the time. But I need to make sure that I'm doing that takeaway less often and good food more often. So the last week has just been a little bit of a weird week. So, but it's all good. Other than that, I recorded the first podcast for Beyond the Horizons, and that went out, so that was great. Going to do another one this Thursday, and this Thursday is going to be on trance mediumship. Thought there was someone behind me then. I was like, whoa. Trance mediumship. So I'm interviewing a guy who is a trance medium, and I've seen him work. Really fascinating. So that's going to be a good one. And the other exciting thing, lubricate the voice. It's not a Starbucks coffee, it's just a Starbucks mug. The other exciting thing is that I have signed up. Oh, there's something floating in my coffee. It's a fly. It's one of those tiny little baby flies. I have signed up to do some exercise. So I'm still struggling with the mobility side of things. I'm still struggling with the actual process of getting to the gym. And it's not a can't be bothered kind of thing, although there probably is a little bit of that in there. It's more how much I struggle physically to get in and out of a swimming costume without help because Rich isn't allowed in the women's changing rooms. And so yeah, it's more so that, and I'm still struggling with the walking side of things. My leg muscles feel like they're not there. They just feel like they don't exist. So anyway, I was chatting with Mr. Snowflake actually about this because he's a gym beast. And he suggested looking at some videos by a guy called DDP, who's an American guy, and he does a thing, he's developed a thing called DDP yoga. So he works with a lot of wrestlers who have really injured their bodies through, you know, wrestling and stuff. And I watched some videos on people that he'd worked with, and there was one guy in particular called Butterbean, which I thought was a really cute name. And if I ever get another cat, I might call it Butterbean. Anyway, and this guy went from walking almost bent in double and struggling to walk, struggling to sit, in constant pain. And within about 4 months, he was transformed, you know, a different man. I mean, still work to be done, but absolutely transformed. So I went onto Google and I typed in DDP, discovered they had a website, they have an app. It's an app that you can use on a desktop as well as on a phone. And I thought I might sign up for this. So I signed up for a 3-month program. And you basically get a program. You can do it as easy or as hard as you want. So the easiest one is if you're in bed, you're recovering from an injury, or you're actually bed banged and you're wanting to work towards being able to get out of bed and being able to move around. So it goes from there to chair, and then using a chair to assist you in the exercises, but standing, and then it moves on from there. And I believe that the hardest level is Psycho or something. I won't ever be doing that one. So I started off with the chair ones, and so far I've done 2. They give you so many workouts to do during the week, give you an actual program to cover 12 weeks or 90 days. Is that 12 weeks? Whatever. So they give you this program where they say, this is what you do this day, this is the day off, and you can switch around those days off. So if you've got a day off on a really quiet day and you've got a workout booked for a day when you're really busy, you can switch them around. So I've done 2 workouts so far. I need to do a 3rd today when I get home. And they're about just under an hour long. The exercises are explained really well. And at the moment, because I'm working on a chair, it's working with the idea of, it's not so much let's get out of breath and get really sweaty. It's more like engaging your muscles. So it's working on the premise that when you engage your muscles, so if you do this and you engage these muscles, because these muscles are working, the heart will work harder to get blood to the muscles. So it does increase your heart rate, even though you're not kind of jogging on the spot and stuff. And it also helps with stretching. So there's a lot of like bending, side stretching, and which I have to say, I thought I would really struggle with. And in the first one I did struggle with it. Second one was slightly easier, and I think today might be slightly easier. So far, really enjoying them. You can log everything in the app. So like your measurements, your weight, your height. You can even put in your pain, so you can map out on a diagram of the pain level in each joint and stuff, so that you can document how that changes. You can even put in your blood sugar, your heart rate, your pulse, your blood pressure. You can put in all of this stuff. I mean, I don't have the wherewithal to be able to measure all that stuff, but I have put in my measurements, and obviously my weight and my height and stuff. So fingers crossed. What I have noticed, there's this one exercise where you put your hands together like this and you put them down here, and then you raise your arms up to above your head, so like here, and you lean back, and then and the whole time you're doing this, you need to like have all your muscles engaged. And I just end up laughing because I do this and I engage my muscles and my hands shake and I can't stop everything from shaking. So I basically sit in the chair doing all this stuff and my entire body is going like, "Ugh." So it is quite funny. But I have noticed that when the exercise he does for the legs, and he's saying, right, you'll feel this in this muscle and that muscle, and I don't feel it in my leg muscles at all. And I think that's an at the moment type scenario. And I think it's just where the muscles in my legs are so weak, because I know that sounds odd because they've been carrying around all this excess weight for me, but my lifestyle and my mobility have, no, my lifestyle has been very sedentary, particularly over the last few years. It was really since lockdown. That's when it really started. So you can say for the last 5 years, my activity has just gone down to almost zero. And my mobility was not great before then, but it's obviously even worse now because I'm carrying more weight and because I've not even done the kind of low level activity that I was doing before. And this is what I'm struggling with on a walking side. That I want to try and walk down to the park, but when I walk, if I walk for more than about 10 meters, my legs start to shake like this, and it makes me feel like they're just going to give way and I'm going to fall. And I know that sounds like a little bit of an excuse, and like I say, it may be a little bit of an excuse, but it's also very real and it's quite painful. And I don't like it. I don't like the feeling. So I'm gonna try doing these yoga exercises to strengthen and to stretch, and let's see where that takes me. So that, I think, is all my updates. Other than that, Sooty Boy is still very beautiful. And I'm actually in my sister-in-law's garden at the moment because she's gone out with my husband. So I'm just sat here in the garden. And yeah, not much else to add. But I am going to put some of the stuff that I've made. I'll do it as a quick YouTube short so that you can just have a look at it. I've done some lovely little ghost key rings. What else have I done? Ghost key rings, cat oracle cards, and there was some, purses. I've made some purses. So they're faux leather purses, and they're just very simple ones with like a popper, open and close. So they are quite simple, but they're quite sweet. So I'll show you some of those as well. Anyway, have a lovely day. It is actually sunny here. You wouldn't know because I'm sat in the shade, but it is actually sunny. So have a lovely day. Enjoy the sunny weather if you've got sunny weather. And if you haven't, then enjoy the rain. And I'll see you soon. Meow, meow.